9 News meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen in the informal front yard, the 9 News front yard. That's my house here in North Arvada. Hey, we're looking at a really nice day. Not a lot of direct sunshine because of those high clouds that you're seeing out there, but that temperature is still rising even with those clouds in the area. We're at 52 here in North Arvada, 54 at the airport, 53 downtown, so we're warming up nicely. Let me give you a look at what's happening out there. Take a look at this web camera shot from the Cheeseman Park area looking to the west. It kind of shows those high clouds. If you're in your office building or in your house and not seeing them, that's pretty much not going to go away for the rest of the day. Might be broken in between there, but the direct sunlight won't, really the cause there would be not as much melting of the snow. We'll see a lot of that going on tomorrow though. 53 at Cheeseman there. It's already hit 54 at DIA. Here's some of the current temperatures going on right now. A little bit colder to the north there. Greeley and Fort Collins still sitting there in the 30s. They'll break out of that and maybe get into the 40s and maybe the middle 40s there. A little bit colder on the western slope and the plains, maybe not to the northeast plains, making it to 50 today. Take a look at the radar right now. You can kind of see a few reflections going on out there in the mountains. There is that moisture in the air, and that is evident because of those high clouds. So we could get a flurry here and there in the mountains, but nothing in the way of accumulation. But there is winter weather going on to the north of us with advisories and warnings up in Wyoming. Also a high wind warning that's impacting the Casper area. So for today, for the rest of the day, here's where we're going to make it to maybe a 2 or 3 more degrees here in Denver. Once Fort Collins and Greeley breaks out of there, they should get a good boost, make it up into the mid 40s, maybe lower 40s. Some really nice temperatures down there on the southeast plains. Gunnison maybe not making it at, above that freezing mark today. We're looking at snowpack. We had a series of storms the last 4 to 5 days that really gave us a decent boost here, about 6% statewide, mostly to the south, but we did get good snow throughout the all of Colorado's mountains. And these are just show you where the snowpack is at the headwaters of our river systems. So we're looking at about still 23% below the average, or the median is what NRCS uses to display the current snowpack. And we do have a little bit of snow on the way here. Tomorrow, as we go through the day tomorrow, you can see how the snow does impact as this next system moves in the western half of the state, while the eastern half of the state stays sunny and warm. So very stark contrast there, but maybe 1 to 4 inches there in the southern San Juans through the day tomorrow. And then the system continues on and spreads out through the day Saturday. Expect to see snow showers throughout the entire day Saturday in the mountain areas in the south and the north. Not big totals with this one, 3 to 6 down there in the southern San Juans. No advisories out for this one. We may not get one that's close to the threshold for a winter weather advisory down in the southern mountains, but nothing up to the north. And you can see Saturday morning there is some indication that there will be a stratus layer that develops as we get some upslope flow. Won't be very strong, but we could get some flurries in the Denver area and along the Front Range. This model doesn't show any accumulation for the Denver metro area, but down to the southern parts of our metro area and the western suburbs, we could get a little bit of a dusting on Saturday morning, and those clouds will probably stay covering the area for Saturday morning, so it'll be a slow warm-up on Saturday. But look at that. As we go through the 7-day forecast, Friday, tomorrow looks very good. A lot more sunshine, direct sunlight. Temperatures a little bit warmer, so we'll see quite a bit of melting of that snow as we go through a day tomorrow where we're a good 10 to 15 degrees above where we normally are on January 29th. And then that system moves in on Saturday, does impact the Front Range and the Denver metro areas in the morning, and then we gradually climb out as those clouds clear on Saturday, maybe reaching close to 50 on Saturday afternoon. It depends on how long it takes that cloud layer to clear out. And then Sunday, we go back under high pressure. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're looking at quite a bit of sunshine with temperatures well above normal. And then a lot of talk, if you like to follow the snow forecast long range and the modeling, a lot of talk about this Wednesday storm because the computer models have locked in to a very consistent solution showing kind of a classic upslope low coming into the Four Corners area of Colorado and then sliding across southern Colorado into the Texas Panhandle. And when a system like that is stacked down to the surface like it does show, it really does give us some really nice upslope flow from about the Palmer Divide on up to about Fort Collins. So it's still a ways out, and as we are on the northern end of that, it could go, just 45 mile difference in where that low ends up will have a huge impact for us. But right now, it looks like I would expect a very high probability for at least some snow on Wednesday through the day. And so far, the models have been showing 2 to 4 and 3 to 6. But it's certainly good news, I think, because it's the first time that we have seen kind of a Four Corners low come into that slot really since early September. So this gives me some hope that maybe not a pattern change, but at least a little bit more opportunity coming forward to see some precipitation on the Front Range. So I know we're on the Facebook here. I'm going to take a look and see if we have any questions. Anybody logging in here to the 9 News Facebook to see if we have any questions. Great view. Love my 303. Yep, it used to all be 303. Now we got all different kinds. But yeah, the Denver metro area looking good. Oh, and I know there was a couple of comments on here because we were a little late. I'm just filling in. I usually don't do the noon forecast. You hear the Canada geese just flying over my head here in North Arvada. But yeah, I like this Facebook thing as long as we can get some people logged on here. I don't know if I have to refresh this this feed here to find out if anybody's on there, but I just see that those few comments. So as long as there's nothing really specific, we're just kind of looking at a little bit above average temperatures. January is going to end up finishing, even with this little cooler system on Saturday, about 2 degrees warmer than a normal January would be. So that's 2-3 months in a row where we're warmer than average. But it hasn't really felt like that because we haven't had those big swings where we get the 65 and 70 degree temperatures like we often do at least once or twice in December, once and twice in January. It's really kind of been steady and bland, really in the 40 to 50 degree range. And the lows is really the big thing. We have not seen any negative temperatures in the Denver metro area this entire winter season. So that counts, from September all the way to now. We haven't had those negatives. So that is playing a big role in keeping the averages up. So when we say 2 to 3 degrees above average, we're talking about mostly because it hasn't been so cold. So, and February so far, February has been our champion as of late. If you look at the trends, we used to say March is our snowiest month. That has not been the case over the last 15 years. If you only use the last 15 years, February has been our snowiest month on the Front Range. So we're really hoping that February comes through for us. And then if March even has average, we're looking at a pretty good precip over the course of February and March, with temperatures still staying above average, mostly because we're not looking at really extreme lows. We're not looking at any negative temperatures in any of the near forecasts, at least for the Front Range. So, and then once we get into March, a negative temperature is a little bit more rare, but those single digits will make more of an impact on the averages. So, hey Jessica, thanks for tuning in. Sister-in-law's online here checking things out. Say hey to Luke and Logan out there, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in to the Facebook. And since there's no major questions here, we'll tune off. Thanks again. Take care.